Alright, so I found this one site because I was looking at the mock drafts at, what time is it, 11 p.m.? Someone's gonna be 12 on a Thursday. Now, I looked at it like the first five, and my god, my hairline was going back more than it already is. So, of course, first of all, Bryce Young, I could see that happening. I would take Bryce Young over the Panthers. And the Texans are going to take CJ Stroud because they need a QB. Well, if you said CJ Stroud, you're wrong. Supposedly, the Texans are going to say no and take Will Anderson, the best edge. But my God, no way they're going to take anyone other than CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson. There's no way. And then Tyree Wilson. That's a pretty good one. And then I go down, and CJ Stroud goes fourth overall because the Cardinals already have their franchise QB. And then I go to five, Jalen Carter. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen in real life. The Lions take Bijan Robinson. That's not happening. There's no way the Lions, who need a secondary, are gonna draft a running back. Yes, they lost Jamal Williams, but they could just draft another potential Jamal Williams in like the third or fourth round, a day 2 pick, not a day 1 top 10. That's not realistic. Then Paris Johnson, not even Peter Skoronski. The best tackle, the best offensive lineman prospect out there. The Raiders are gonna take some Paris. Paris Johnson is good. I watched him play. He's pretty good. But there's no way the Raiders are gonna pass on the best prospect. I don't know. It's just confusing. Nolan Smith, the Falcons. I could see that maybe. They're probably gonna whiff it and pick a corner again. Or they're probably gonna pick a tight end or something. The Bears will take Darnell Wright, offensive tackle. Thing is, Paris Johnson could play guard and tackle. Darnell Wright plays tackle. There's no way they passed on Peter Skoronski. Yes, Darnell Wright is good, but Peter Skoronski is better. If from PFF, from what I've seen on drafts, Peter Skoronski is gonna go higher. And then Lucas Van Ness to the Eagles, even though the Eagles, in reality, need to fix the run game now. Or they need to draft Devin Witherspoon. Or Christian Godon. They need a secondary now because they lost some key pieces on their defense. I don't know who again. I know with Javon Hargrave, who left to the 49ers, and Fletcher Cox is getting older, so they need to start getting some new younger players. And then the Titans take Anthony Richardson, even though he's not going to fall that far. He's probably going to go in the top 5, maybe top 7. And then the Texans taking Jackson Smith-Njigba. Weird name to say last, but oh well. That is possible. It should have been him and CJ Stroud, but I don't know. This mock draft is already weird. Then the Jets take a tackle, even though they actually need another receiver. Because Garrett Wilson is good. He's extremely good. But he's the only one on that team other than Alan Lazard. So they already have the receiver 1 and 2. So no, they don't need a receiver. So maybe a corner. And since no corners have been taken, I would take either Devin Witherspoon or Christian Gonzalez instead of Broderick Jones. The Patriots take the best tackle available. The Packers take a tight end, finally drafting someone to help their QB. And then the Washington Redskins, for some reason they don't change it, take Brian Branch. Brian Branch. Now, I'm not saying he's terrible. And he's not. He's not terrible. He's actually pretty good. But compared to Devin Witherspoon and Christian Gonzalez, it's very hard. And then the remainder rounds aren't that bad, but Joey Porter is going to supposedly go over, like I said, those 2 corners I said. Then the Lions are finally gonna take Devin Witherspoon. The Bucks are gonna take Will Levis. I mean, I could see that. Maybe them taking a quarterback, but he's not gonna fall that hard. There's no way he's gonna fall that hard. Miles Murphy to the Seahawks. The ones that I think are possible, I'm just gonna skip over. Like this could be possible, maybe. Maybe they'll trade down to get more picks. The Chargers taking a receiver, that is possible because injuries to Mike Williams, especially in the final game of the season. Zay Flowers to the Ravens. Even though they rarely want to get help for Lamar there. It's Rashad Bateman, and then I don't even know who the other two receivers are for the Ravens. So OBJ, Rashad, and Zay is pretty good, unless Rashad gets traded or something. Quentin Johnson. I mean, that'd be kind of a waste. I wouldn't say a waste of a pick. Quentin Johnson is a pretty good receiver. He's one of the best. Top 5 in the NCAA. But he'd be a number 2 option behind Justin Jefferson, but ahead of KJ Osborne. If I was the Vikings, I would draft, let's see, Gonzalez. Get your secondary up. Vikings had one of the best offenses, but a terrible defense. The Jaguars taking Keely Ringo. Anyways, the Giants taking Jack Campbell, one of the best linebackers out there. Pretty good, pretty good. That is the Cowboys taking a tight end because they lost Dalton Schultz to the Texans. The Bills taking a running back in the first round. Not the smartest, but they already have everything around them. The run game needs to be consistent. The Bengals take Darnell Washington. Maybe. The Cowboys will look kind of dumb for passing on Darnell, but they can make it work probably. The Saints take Christian Gonzalez to match him with Marshawn Lattimore. That'd be a pretty good secondary to watch. Marshawn Lattimore and Christian Gonzalez. The Eagles taking a defensive tackle because Hargrave is gone. And the Chiefs taking an offensive tackle even though they need a receiver. I'm just passing through these one quickly because I recorded this already. And it didn't record the audio. And since there's 32 rounds, we're going to look at the final one, which was the Steelers taking a defensive tackle. These are possible, but not like let me go to the comments. Let me look at the first 5. I know there were comments. Here they are. Like, yeah. I don't know. That's an ad. Don't go there. Yeah, a lot of these people are talking about how the Packers won't draft a receiver or anyone. But yeah, this draft was pretty interesting. Very out there, but maybe. Alright, that's gonna be the end because it's almost 12 and I gotta go to school tomorrow. I'll try to post consistently. Alright.